Yeah, hello and good morning. I think good morning to most of you watching. So yeah, I also had a bit of an odd noise. I can go into the usual screen and start a game, and let me see. Is that noise persisting? This is the thing that I'm wondering if it's happening on every single screen view that I have. Is it still on? I mean, happening on every single. What is that? View that I have. Wow, that's very odd. I don't know what that is. Is that something with the microphone? Wow, that's very odd. Huh. I have no idea what that could be, really. That's very strange. Sounds like a heartbeat. No, I'm not connected or anything to it. I don't know what to do with this issue. It's really strange. What's going on here? I have no clue. Oops. What the heck? Yeah, I know it's very annoying, but I have no idea what to do about it. It's some static. Yeah, I don't know. What could be the issue? Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know. What could be the issue? This is, I cannot ignore it, because if you have the sound on, this is not watchable. I don't really know. Yeah, my time. I mean, it's a bit difficult to play a game, while you're trying to do something about the sound. Huh, what is that? That's really weird. I don't know. Can I switch the microphone off at all? I mean, I can try to detach that. Let's see if this. Let's see if this maybe did something good. No. No. Ah, come on. Why do we have this kind of problem? I really don't know. This is kind of impossible to anticipate. I don't know what to do with this, really. I can plug in a different microphone, but let me just quickly finish this game. I'm sorry about that. But let me just finish this game. I'm sorry about that. Very strange. I don't know. Yeah, sorry guys, I just want to finish this game correctly, and then I'm going to yeah, is it maybe something, I don't know, maybe if I switch this off, I could imagine that there is some kind of problem with a different program. If I switch this off? No. Can you try to mute for a second? I don't know. Yeah, I did mute, and it actually made a difference. So I can... The mobile, you mean? But there is no real difference. I always have it near me. Yeah, I'm going to lose this game, unfortunately. The circumstances were not exactly great, you know? Maybe I'm not losing on the board. Oh, that was unfortunate. Could maybe still draw. Okay. So anyway, now is that actually fixed now? Could maybe still draw. Okay. No, it's the same thing. The mobile is always near me, so that is really strange. Let me just for 1 second check my settings. Just briefly, please. Audio. That's the input. No, that's no difference. No, that looks kind of okay. The input. No, that's no different. Okay, just a moment. So. Okay, just a moment there. I just need to switch to this microphone input, which hopefully will work. Okay, now. So let's see. Okay, now I have switched this. Now, yeah, I think I think we're fixed, right? Okay, so let's go to play some real chess now. So okay, now I can actually focus on the game. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Okay, so let's play a real game of chess. Yeah, I just put the old trusty Yeti microphone on and not my newer one, which is of course the better microphone, but yeah, something is odd there. I have to check. Maybe there's just something wrong with the cable or so. It's certainly possible. Yeah, the time is a little bit unusual, but we figured that my normal time... Yeah, if you cannot see the player names, that's a you problem. It works. Somehow. Yeah, in any case, my usual... Sorry, I didn't mean to be unfriendly or so, but it's kind of a common thing that... but then they fixed it. I mean, it's just like, if the names are really, really, really long, it could be a problem, but like super long. Any case, my usual time on Monday wouldn't work. I'm not sure what that was. Like, there's a possible collision, of course, with the candidates if they play really long games. And the other thing was that there was some kind of Banter Blitz Cup, and we said, okay, well, what is a good time? And then I felt, well, why not just go for the early time as a basically appetizer for the candidates later. Yeah, the last game I didn't really play with any focus. I had to look for the microphone thing. You have to check what it is. That's probably some kind of cabling issue. Yeah, my opponent played well. Absolutely. Okay, so in this game we have a Sicilian, and yeah, it's a bit odd that he castled queenside here. I mean, I understand that castling kingside also looked somewhat risky, but yeah, I'm happy here. That looks like I have a reasonable position. I can expand. F4, F5 is coming. And here Flores from the Netherlands, right? Yes. Flores does not really have a concrete counterplay. I mean, that's often a problem. Your position is kind of solid, but you don't quite know what active options you have. No, we only take premium challenges, so... But if you want to go premium, there are good options now. There's the candidates discount code, which you definitely should make use of if you thought about going premium. This is the best possible time to do it. Yeah, here I'm not unhappy about the trades. I have this weakness on d5 that I can play against. So trades are fine. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's better to not challenge really if you are not a premium, because it always has a little bit of an extra effort involved by me to not take them. Yeah, because you have this list and then you sometimes simply yeah, don't look correctly. Okay, I'm simply grabbing this pawn. I didn't watch the Firouzja Banter Blitz. I mean, I saw that it was on and I'm generally interested in his play, but I couldn't make it. It was just not possible time-wise, and I have to watch it at a later time. Yeah, you have to add this candidate's code. If you go on the ChessExplained, yeah, exactly. Cromnick student is already posting this. I think it gives you 40%, so this is a pretty good deal. I'm not quite sure. I think it's only for the, if you go for the yearly subscription. I'm still struggling here to convert this. He's defending quite well. Of course, I'm a pawn up in this rook ending, but as we all know, rook endings have a fairly wide drawing margin. So and there's the Giri draw code. Yeah, I learned about that yesterday, but I'm not completely sure that I can inform you how this works. Magnus Truck. I can take your challenge. You're a premium and we've never played, so I will do that. The Giri draw challenge. I think this is something about how many draws Giri is going to play. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think that. I think it's not entirely clear if he will play that many draws. I mean, currently it's not an outstanding number that he's got. He could have easily lost the second game. That was... Yeah, and now Flores resigns. I managed to win the king side, which was super helpful, of course. Now, there is this challenge, the Magnus truck something. There it is. Okay. It's not like I'm... let me switch on the full chat, by the way. I tend to forget that. It's not I'm not really reacting all that much to requests like play me, play me. It's not that I do that a lot, but the guy who was asking has never played me, and those people always have a preference in my book. We want new people to play and get chances. There are people who played like 20 games against me over the years. There's a question in the YouTube chat: should you ever play the elephant gambit? Well, I'm always happy about questions that are easy to answer. No, never do that. It's just not really good. Okay, I'm playing the classical Sicilian without having a real clue what to do about how to play this. There's a new video series on Chess24 by International Master Haldursson, if I'm probably not pronouncing this correctly. And I think it's an interesting opening. But it's like I'm purely experimenting here. I have no real idea how it works. I only know that I only know some basic things, but far away from being an expert. Yeah, me writing a course on the classical. Yeah, that could be an option. I have thought about that because it's a somewhat undervalued Sicilian. Now I'm happy about this transformation. The pawn structure is clearly in my favor here with white's double pawn. It is not really so bad that white should necessarily lose this game, but I'm still quite happy about my chances. Going to fix the e4 pawn, and maybe my idea was to reroute this bishop to e6, but now I wonder if that is really so great. Okay, I can just do this and slowly improve. Oh, that is a move that I simply did not see. Somebody actually asked about my hair color. It would be white actually nowadays, but I managed to get rid of this issue. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was such a fantastic idea to trade the bishops. Are you saying that the chat was bad in Ali Reza's stream yesterday? Yeah, you just have to, the moderators simply have to ban like no tomorrow. If there are some complete morons on there, just ban. That's a job that I could never do. Simply as being like a referee in football, I would simply send off the whole team if they are kind of trolling. Yeah, I got the better ending here, and can be pretty relaxed about all this. I'm also 30 seconds ahead on the clock. He's got too many weaknesses here to attend. Rook takes g3, there's c4 check. This is something that I should not do. But fortunately, he has very little counterplay. Simply boxing in the rook. Okay, yeah, that is sometimes happening as well. Just one moment. I want to check if I got any challenge by somebody I have never played before. I don't think so. Cambis maybe? Yes. Yeah, I have a fairly good memory about who I played and who I didn't play, but there's something you can change the name, you know, because sometimes there are people I've played like 20 times and they have a name that I don't recognize, and then they simply have changed the name. Yeah, this is also sometimes happening that you have a, yeah, Kambis is not playing. You can, if you're listening to this, simply challenge me a little bit later. I will take this challenge happily. Deer, I have not played. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, so one thing that is mentioned here in the YouTube chat, that sometimes you have people in the chat. It doesn't really happen that much in Chess24. It's not like I remember this thing, but coming up with some political discussion, which I mean, I generally like to discuss things like that, but I think if you are in a chess stream, and the main thing of a chess stream should be to be yeah, somewhat educational and entertaining, and I don't think it's a good idea to discuss anything political or too controversial that is simply distracting from the main thing that should be going on. Yeah, chess chat rooms have this as well, and I mean, it's sometimes I think it's sometimes possible to yeah, to discuss things that are just going on that are not chess, but you should not really overdo that, because if I decide to watch a chess stream, I'm kind of going for chess and not for, I don't know, discussing what healthcare system you should have or something like that. Okay, so we got a King's Indian type of position, and yeah, looks good. Black is playing this a little bit, it's a little bit unusual here, this e6 stuff, but why not? It seems okay. I wonder if a4 is a move. Okay, I'm going to stop the b5 stuff. Okay, now I'm going a5 before he plays a5 and shuts down potential queenside play. So let's go b4. Yeah, I thought that this is not good because of knight g5, but maybe this is not so clear. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's not as clear. My knight come to e6. Yeah, I think just queen to b3. So that a pawn on e6 can be possibly supported on that diagonal with c5. It really, the political stuff doesn't really happen all that much here in the chats. I had this a bit back in the day when I was doing shows for the Internet Chess Club. That was somehow more common, and I sometimes answered those questions, in particular if I felt that I don't know, if the question was somewhat not sure how to say it. Yeah, if it was kind of suggesting that the person who asked it had some kind of strange agenda with it. Anyway, let's go for the chess. This is a complicated situation. I have this pawn on e6, which is good, but it can also be a little bit weak, and it's not so easy to play this kind of position. He cannot go d5 currently, which is very helpful. Yeah, that was clear. We can go b5 here, or simply increase the pressure. Maybe I should have gone to g2. Gone to g2 instead, so that bishop h3 would have been possible. Tja. He cannot go d5. I mean, I'm still on that. But the main issue here is really the time. I'm somehow down to 37 seconds. Not quite sure how that happened. Still not overly concerned. I know I missed c4. That he has c4 now, which is a big deal. My a-pawn actually is extremely strong, but I allowed the c4 business. Very, very lucky. The position, I'm not sure about it. Maybe he has rook e8 or something. Yeah, this is a thing. Now he's got bishop b2 coming. I hope I'm winning. Queen f6. Because he just stopped to think when I was in bad shape and had no time. He simply stopped to think and just played whatever. If he would have taken a bit of time, I think it just would have killed me on the board. I completely lost control of this position. One key point was probably really when I was here, when it's like here, yeah. I should probably play bishop g2 and then I have bishop h3. That looked much better. Simply to keep that pawn. It's much easier to handle in Blitz. Okay, Jello Baby 02 from Weihnachtsinsel, the Christmas island. Okay, let's go e4 again. Well, my rating is really low. It's really a bit depressing. Okay, now I'm happily trading this one. Huh, why did he take? It's a little bit odd. Now, I would really like to prevent him from castling. Maybe I can do it like that. If he castles queenside, knight f6 wins the queen. It's not very subtle, but could be quite good. I wonder if he takes, yeah, if he does that and go knight b4. Yeah, I thought queen g7 would be good, but maybe this is not the case. And he has queen a4 coming. He has queen a4 coming. This is a bit of a problem. Okay. No, that was not really that great. Maybe, I mean, if he castles queenside, I can go a3. Where is the knight going? Knight f5. I can check him first, then move the queen. The main thing about this move here is that queen a4, I have bishop b3. Queen a4 was really a big issue, like threatening c2 and so on. Now, the question is, can he play that, is the thing. Knight f5 is a real issue. I really dislike my queen position there. Can I do this? I mean, I certainly can, but is it any good? Let's do this. My idea is to get to d4 or c3 with the queen. If I go via h4, this is taking ages, so maybe this is an idea. Pretty odd, this whole game. Yeah, I wanted to go here, that was my idea. Attack the knight. Yeah, now I can take him. Okay, that should be good. This knight here, I should simply push it away. Knight h4, queen g3 cannot be good. I don't think so. And now, where do we go? Queen to b5 or something coming? I don't know. What I would like to do is here to play ideally rook e1 and knight d4 and then get a knight to c6. That would be brilliant. But we'll see. Yeah, this I kind of expected. Okay, I can attack a7 here. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye, Chris. If your son wants to watch Shrek instead of me. Okay. And you have to give up screen time. What can you do? Yeah, I'm simply keeping all my advantages here, which is the bad knight on e7, mostly. Okay, now knight g8. I have knight c6, so... Oh, interesting. This is very likely going to be very relevant time-wise. Yeah, the breakthrough. Yeah, my H pawn is also promoting. Thanks for the game, Jello Baby 02. Yeah, knight takes a7 was maybe possible. Yeah, I do read the chat. I have all the chats open. I think this is important to do if you do those kind of shows. But I also understand there are currently on Chess24 there are many new streamers, and it's really not so easy if you are not used to this kind of thing. And in some cases they don't stream themselves. Like they don't have the streaming software set up. It's done via Skype or some other tool, and this might be also a factor. Okay, my opponent here, AJAG, is going for come on, the hippo. Yeah, kind of a brain block there, hippo. I sacrifice a pawn here. I did not blunder that. The idea is that if he takes it, I can occupy the d4 square. Ah, interesting. He castles queenside. That was not really what I expected. Anyway, let's do this. The candidates tournament will start in 2 hours, almost precisely 2 hours. So my show here is basically like a warm-up to that, so you can hopefully have a good time until the big boys start into play. So now, yeah, I think I'm going to take f2. Maybe I could have taken earlier. Maybe that's possible. There's a question here in the chat. Why didn't I take on f2 earlier? I didn't see it. Only saw it now. Wow, somebody says he has a chess tournament tomorrow. Really? Where do they still play chess over the board? I thought almost everything nowadays is cancelled. I can take here. I mean, I would be usually... Oh, okay. I wouldn't be so happy about opening up the d file here against the pawn, but couldn't really take. Okay, I have to make sure not to run into the mate. Yeah, thanks for saying you're glad to watch a grandmaster demonstrating chess. Thank you, but I'm not a GM. I got the international master title, the one below grandmaster. All right, yeah, thanks for the game AGAG, which is maybe not how it should be pronounced. I'm not sure. Now LAF is also a new one. Pretty good viewer count here of new opponents, and I'm going to play them now. LAF 2019. Let's go. Or not. From Canada, yeah. Yeah, Canada is getting bit of I think good exposure, right, in the online chess world. Many streamers from Canada, and interesting. Now, but he's not playing there. Come on, no problem at all. So gotta playing Pains. And no, not f4, please. It's not so terrible, f4, but there's a question in the, I'm not sure what chat it is. Is it Twitch? I'm not sure. About what is the best way to learn openings. I think it depends a lot on your playing level. If you are just starting out with chess, you really don't need something super sophisticated. I think a very good thing is also to simply look at complete games, and it can be classical games really, from the likes of Morphy or somebody from those old times, because they often illustrate the basic opening principles very well, those games. And I think it can be still helpful to study them, so you can see how openings are played, but also how bad play is punished. This is still a good way to learn chess, even in modern times, to look at some of those old games. This is less relevant for stronger players who probably need more sophisticated tools like a database, or I write all my opening books for Chessable, which is also a really excellent tool. And you can watch videos. There are many things, but if you're just starting out with chess, it's only important that you know like some main principles, to develop, to look at the center, things like that. Okay, here I have the slightly better ending in this game. My opponent, who is, I have to say, really somewhat low rated, playing very well. I think he didn't make any kind of mistake. Really nice. So I'm taking this. I'm still a bit better because of the pawn structure, but it's nothing special. Okay, can I go? Yeah, okay, let me expand even more. Yes, chess teaching and writing chess books or chess content is not my main job. I don't have any other job. It's just what I do. I sometimes have the odd other thing that I do, like teaching, let's say, in a chess club, or doing a commentary on site. This is also very nice. I did Candidates 2018 in Berlin. That was a super great experience. Very well played here by my opponent, absolutely. I'm trying to push through f6. Very nicely played. Yeah, f6 doesn't do much. Can double. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit better maybe with f6 coming, but very nicely done. No, never been on a chess camp as a junior player. Not for 2 weeks, nothing like that. He played well. Maybe it's a new account. Sometimes in those cases the rating is simply not correct. And I'm making some headway, but it's not nothing fantastic. Okay, he's in this pin, so he can basically never take on f5. I probably have to do this. Yeah, now I'm almost... I mean, I can do that. It's not... Yeah, now I'm for the first time I'm totally winning in this game, but and I win on time. Thanks for playing Pions, very well played. Now, Sacho, I think I've played him before. Yes, only once. Graciosa, I never played, so let's do that. F6, bishop g6. Yes, that was also possible. I just wanted to keep the pressure on. Maybe if I see playing. There's a question in the chat if I'm happier after quitting my my former job. It was a really good decision back then. 5 or 3 minutes. I'm happy with both actually. There's no issue at all. Whatever you prefer. Now let's play Sacho. He's a more higher rated guy, so we have a bit of a mix here. Before I took up chess as my main job, I was working in IT controlling in a business bank. So I did lots of like data analysis, basically, like IT budgeting, project controlling. I also did quite a bit of project work, like developing tools for IT controlling. So let's say the IT systems that we used to do the job, things like that. And you can challenge me again, Graciosa, absolutely. I just don't want to wait too long, because sometimes people put in the challenge and then whatever, they have to leave the computer for a moment. So this is interesting. No, I'm not a coder. I don't know any programming language. Not at all. What I was doing was mostly like writing the concepts for the systems, and we had people doing the programming. So I was mostly thinking about what kind of functionality we needed and what the user interface should look like and things like that. I mean, I have a pretty reasonable IT understanding, like how databases work and so on, because if you want to make these kind of if you want to write those kind of concepts, you have to have an idea what generally does work and what does not work, and what is kind of feasible, what's not, this kind of things. Okay, but now about this game, we had a Rossolimo Sicilian, something that I studied a bit while writing the Fight Like Magnus course, the one that is still here in the in the layout. Okay, I'm fixing this pawn structure. He's got the d file. This is quite clearly an issue. Yeah, he wants to put the other rook onto d6. Well, this is maybe not the end of the world if I lose c6. Okay, interesting. Complicated position. Ah, that's true. Yeah, the fight like Magnus is actually on sale. Thank you, Mr. Dodgy. I lost track. I'm trying to be active with my king here. It can, of course, blow up in my face. Getting checkmated. Okay, now I wanted to go f5. This is kind of, it's a little bit scary. Oh, yeah, this is something that was, yeah, certainly possible to see. But okay, maybe it's still not a huge problem. Fight Like Magnus is a Chessable course. You have to go to chessable.com and you will certainly find it. It's a full black repertoire in the Sicilian, based on Magnus's opening repertoire. So it has the Sveshnikov and all the lines that he played. So I basically modeled the course after his opening choices. And it was checked by Magnus's team, by Peter Heine Nielsen, and Magnus also had a look himself, as far as I know. I could have played h3, but I'm not sure that it helped all that much. I think my king is safe. He doesn't even have a check, so... That's an interesting question. At what age do you think Ali Reza can challenge for the World Championships? That is interesting. I'm definitely one of those people who believe that he's got a really good shot at that. He's, I think, by far the most promising talent in recent years. On rook f6, I take his rook on e5. It was hanging. Now I want to play. I want to play for mate here. There is no rook e4. I can simply take it. Maybe rook d2. Okay, this is stopped. Rook f7 and then rook e4 mate. This is a thing that I have to be aware of. I'm trying. And now I can take it. I should have taken a4. I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I do that? I originally wanted to. So yeah, when will Ali Reza challenge for the title? I don't know. 2022 is interesting, like in 2 years, but that is quick. I think it's really difficult. Because you have to get to that tournament first, and then you have to win it. I mean, he's very strong, but it's still difficult. And it's possible, But you have to see that even if you look at Magnus himself, yeah, I mean, it took him a little bit to get there. He was already the best player in 2010. I think this is pretty clear. But it still took him a while, till 2013, and it's really not so easy to get to that match. Yeah, it's of course extremely drawish. I just wonder if I have some kind of idea, but he can just sit. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the game, Sacho. I think I could have taken on a2. No, I'm not going to do this. Flagging in this kind of a completely boring position where nothing happens. I should have taken on a4. I kind of wanted to, and then I forgot to do that. So yes, exactly. It's such a it's so close, yeah. Like 2013 when Magnus got the match at the end against Anand, he could have easily missed that in the last round. He lost that game against Peter Swidler, and if Kramnik doesn't lose to Ivan Shuk, Kramnik gets a match again, and so on. Yeah, it's yes, a5 was better. Yeah, you're right, Jello baby. I didn't really make the best of my chances there in this game. Yes, you can play me if you have a Chess24 premium account. Yes, Magnus didn't play the 20. He didn't play the 2011 candidates back then. It was they had this match tournament in Kazan in 2011, and for some reason Magnus didn't participate. I think he could have done that simply based on rating or something. But he didn't play. I don't quite remember what it was. You know, about the flagging, I really don't mind that much to flag or getting flagged. But the thing is, I don't want to do that if it's like 50 seconds against 20 seconds, because you waste a minute, and in that minute you can play somebody else. And this is the point of these shows, that people can play a title player, and it just doesn't make any sense to me to waste that much time. I mean, if it's like 8 seconds against 5, okay, why not? You can flag, but it's it makes no sense to me if you have if you waste so much time. Also, I feel if you flag, you should at least have some kind of theoretical chance to win the game. If it's like rook against rook, I just feel this is such a I don't know. It's just a waste of time. Yes, I'm from Germany. A question in the Twitch chat. Here's a question. What was a stronger accomplishment? I guess Vichy beating Kramnik or Magnus beating Fabiano or Karjakin. I'm not sure that you can really really say that. I mean, one thing should be completely clear, that Magnus in his matches against Karjakin and against in his matches against Karjakin and against Corona, he was really not in good shape. I mean, he was completely off form, and if he would be in good shape in such a match, he would just win it easily. I mean, even against Caruana, he would win pretty easily. This is a debatable opinion, but I think it's just what I think would happen. Yeah, that's true. I think Magnus is not really playing well in the matches. I mean, compared to what he's able to do. Yeah, in this position, I'm not sure. I mean, Black's position is super solid. I don't think I have anything special here going for me. It's not so easy for him to push the c-pawn because I have knight d6. And my knight on b5 is covering d4, so it's not really that he can do much, but the same is definitely applying for my position as well. So I'm not unhappy about this, that I can play queen f3. Magnus has played, I think, all the World Championship matches not in his best form. The first one maybe was kind of okay, but the other ones were not really. It's not really what he is capable of. I'm not sure how many challenge I have pending. Quite a bit, but you can always challenge. It's I'm not really going by a particular order or so. The only thing that I do is I'm trying to play mostly against people I have not played yet. Very good job here by Graciosa. Yes, this is something that I only spotted a moment ago, that this is actually a problem. Nee. Let's try this. I don't think that Magnus has any kind of preference of somebody winning the candidates. I think he just doesn't care. At least I can imagine that he doesn't care, because he knows that it's mostly about his own shape. If he is in good shape, if he's doing well in the preparation, he's going to win this match against any of those challenges. I'm really playing terribly this game. Ah, f5. Ah. Okay. Just not doing well. This is He completely outplayed me in this game. And I mean, I made some silly mistakes, but he also did a really good job here. Oops. That was really bad. Yeah, thanks for the game, Graciosa. I just, yeah, I could have taken d3, but it's totally lost. I mean, I'm not trading down into king and pawn ending. That is lost. All right, so who is challenging me? Amarina, I played them. The Mector candidate. I don't think I played him. No, I didn't. Let's do this. Yeah, I just didn't play well. Maybe I need more coffee. Coffee is already cold, unfortunately. I need the caffeine. That's odd. Bishop f4 is reasonable, but not against c5. At least black has no problems here whatsoever. Yeah, I'm quite happy here, but it's nothing special. Funny enough, my setup is exactly like a Sicilian dragon, but White's setup is a little bit tamer. I'm not sure that there's still some sort of doping ban for coffee. There was this discussion a while back, and there always was the fun joke that Artur Yusupov withdrew from the German national team after they banned coffee, because Artur is well known for drinking lots of coffee during the games. Okay, I can play this intermediate move. I think I'm going to do that. There was a question if I'm rooting for somebody in the candidates. Not really. I don't have a particular preference. In general, I'm quite happy if just don't want to blunder stuff here with the bishop looking at the rook. In general, I like to see new matches, like new opponents. I'm not so enthusiastic about having the same kind of world championship match pairing the whole time. That would mean that I wouldn't really be looking forward to a match against Caruana again. But in this case, I think Caruana is a really excellent challenger. So if he is going to make it again, all the power to him. So it would be interesting also to see how this match would play out if they play a second one. The first one had 12 draws. It would be interesting to see what kind of conclusions, yeah, both sides be making. Yeah, Mr. Dodgy says he's hoping that there is a match at all this year. This is definitely a concern, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the last word was that it was supposed to be in the Emirates, and I think in December, right? It was really late, scheduled for pretty late in the year. So maybe we maybe the worst is over by then. Can only hope. I mean, chess is not the most relevant thing if you look at the current situation. Yes, we have multiple chats. This is the thing. We have a multi-stream going on, which includes YouTube, Twitch, and the Chess24 website. And I'm looking at all three of them. So I'm not getting every single question, but I try to. Okay, now it's kind of difficult for me to do the chats and the game, but my live shows usually are heavily about answering the questions in the chat, so I'm keeping it like that. Sometimes people say I should talk more about the games. This is definitely something that I do understand, but I like the interaction. Interesting. Can I somehow attack those pawns? It would be nice. Like knight to b6 or something. I don't see how. Don't see how. I'd like to do something here somehow. I'm not really a player who's sitting around all that much. I'd like to try something and pose problems, but I don't quite see how. My idea with g5 was actually to play king f6 to e7, but this is probably completely suicidal. Yeah, it is kind of suicidal. If I go e5, I mean, not that this would help anything anyway. He's got queen d5. That it's not great. I could try to bring my knight to f6, yeah, but it looks risky. But I want to do something. Oh man, that's a good question. If I got any feedback on my opening repertoire books, absolutely, on a daily basis. Quite a good part of my day consists of answering questions about my chessable books. And I'm thankful that the feedback is mostly about some details and not about, oh my god, what you wrote is complete nonsense and stuff. There are plans on black repertoires for sure, but currently I'm working on some other project that will be revealed in due time. I'm pretty sure you're going to like it, but it's not yet possible to talk about details. So I managed to win this pawn, which is good. And now let's see if we can get rid of the a pawns. We can. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can win this. It's not going to be easy. Maybe the knight to here. Maybe f5 or something. The knight should be on d6 actually. Takes me a while to figure that out. I can simply take. Okay. No, I missed that. It's probably just a draw. Or is he trying to flag me? No, I made a draw. Yeah, thanks for the game, Master candidate. I probably should win this knight ending somehow, but I'm not certain how good it really is. Okay, now Rajesh 125 from India. Really great to see many Indian players here on Chess24. It's a little bit later in the day for them, of course. What are the pairings today, by the way, for the candidates? It's not that I don't have the schedule in front of me. Yeah, I know it's not late, but you're... What time is it? Like 2 in the afternoon? Something like that, I guess. Fabiano versus Nepo. Yes. Interesting. That's a good move. He likes to trade off this bishop. Okay. Yeah. This is not really a dream position for me. It's not a big issue. It's the kind of thing where white is a little bit better, but it's nothing too terrible. It's just not the kind of position that you can win. Good stuff here by Rajesh. Queen takes probably. Now maybe bishop e7 that I can fight. Bishop d2 probably. He should keep it. And now, is there some way to... I cannot really fight for... Cannot fight for the c file, unfortunately. Interesting. This is probably good. He wants to prevent h3, so I'm going to take and push f5. I think it's about equal, this position. Now I can take and get a pass pawn. Maybe I can do this. Let's not pre-move here. Get the queen to c4. He has to cover the c1 bishop, so he doesn't have something like queen d3, bishop d2. And if I can get to c4, maybe I can do something. He always has queen g4, which is definitely a problem. I can almost never be better here because my king is so inherently weak. Okay, now let me protect the g-pawn. Aha, just wants to trade everything. I don't want to trade everything. It's difficult. It's difficult to not trade actually, but I don't want to. Yeah, thanks for the positive feedback on my Chessable courses. To Gregor Samsa. Come on. Yeah, he's got much more time. This is the problem. Yeah, well played by White, really. I mean, it's just what it is. He did a good job here. A4 is hanging, but he's got queen c8. I don't think I can afford to take it. Yeah. Can probably simply approach this pawn, and he's got h4. Come on, what are you doing to me here? Eh. Yeah, I won that somehow, but Rayesh did really well. It's often the thing that they play excellently well until the last seconds happen, and then everything falls apart. But still, you did a very good job there. Okay, now Louis Gendral, I don't know. I'm the worst in pronouncing. Okay, now that's probably the final game, right? Yes. Yeah, one thing I need to definitely mention, because we have a good amount of German viewers. The German weekly show is going to happen on Monday morning at 9:30 Central European Time, the same starting time as today on Monday. So if you are home Monday morning, 9:30 is a good time to tune in and watch my show. You can also watch my show from work. I'm not saying you should only watch it from home, but I mean, currently, I thought the early morning time is not too bad because of the candidates coming a bit later, so it's a good opener. And also, I think there are more people as usual at home currently, so yeah, it's a bit backwards here, but b6 is hanging. And not sure how he covers it. Probably cannot. Okay, he's got bishop d8, but this is kind of... Iriduta, it says that I'm playing much stronger against him. It's possible. I mean, I think it really depends on many things. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is to withdraw the bishop f1, knight c1, knight d3, knight e5. That's the point. I want to get a knight to d5 and have it stay there. It's good to have a plan. But there is also this, I think it's a Mike Tyson quote, it's good to have a plan and then they hit you in the face, or something like that. Not exactly the quote. It was a little bit. It was a little bit better. I'm kind of oversimplifying it a little bit, but is this essentially what Tyson said? And it was like, I think everybody has got a plan until they get punched in the face or something like that. I really like that one. So my knight is indeed heading towards e5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's in the Twitch chat somebody is giving the precise quote. I can also just go there immediately. So finally, I managed to put the knight to e5. And yeah, I can win a pawn now. Yeah, I probably also should do that. I mean, it's a bit of a shame because the bishop on d7 is terrible. But it's good. It's good because also I have this idea to play f3 next. And then e6 will immediately be a very substantial weakness. Does he really have a decision here? Okay. I didn't think that b3. Ah, he wants to go there. Yeah, that makes some sense. Okay. But I don't mind to take that actually and then play something like rook e5 and d5. It's pretty tough to prevent. Oh, okay. I can still go d5. Yeah, it looks pretty winning, actually. Cannot take it. I don't know what's going on here. So now I can simply do this. And now both captures should win. This is probably easiest. It's going rook b5 probably next, so I'm going to preempt that. Yeah, there were multiple ways to win the position. Oh, really? Maybe this isn't so easy actually now that I think of it. If he gets to d5. Oh, that's actually true. I have to open the position. And then it should win. Yeah, thanks for the game, Lewis. All right, so that was the early, in most cases, Saturday show. Thanks a lot for watching. I apologize for the sound issues at the very beginning. I have to see how to fix that for Monday. If you are interested in a German language stream, Monday at 9:30 is the next one, 2 days. Thanks for watching and enjoy the candidates coverage coming up in, I think they will start probably in roughly 30 to 40 minutes, and then the actual games start in an hour. Thanks for watching.